Hey everybody, it's Real Time Frankie here for another segment of Movie Review Monday. I said I wouldn't do it, but Hollywood loves a sequel. So I'm here to talk about the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Okay? If you watch my episode, Death of Hollywood Legacy, you'll find it in the trailer watch segment of the episode. I already discussed the actors and the directors, and a lot of the same people who are working on the first movie were also in the second movie, and some additional voices. So I already discussed that part. I'm going to get right into the movie. And one of the new voices in this movie was Brie Larson. And if you're a fan of DTF with Frankie and Herb, you'll know that I have a very, very strong dislike for, is it Brie Larson or Brie Larson's agent, or is it Hollywood? Someone is trying to push her as this action star. And I just don't see it. I don't see it. I wish you would stop doing that, right? Because the movie opens with this, a jam packed, fight. It was a really, really wonderfully illustrated, designed, animated fight scene, right? Between the character named Rosalina and who you'll find out to be Bowser's son. Bowser was Jack Black's character in the first movie, who was imprisoned by the end of it. But you'll find that Bowser's son is attacking this kingdom, and it turns out to belong to a princess named Rosalina. And Rosalina had this amazing, amazing action sequence right at the start of the film. So now, whoever is pushing Brie Larson to be this action star, I guess it didn't take off in live action, and now they're trying to do it in animation. Brie Larson, stop. Stop. Find a role that fits what you look like. But action star ain't it. Please and thank you. Oh, man. But as far as the animation throughout the entire film, I think the movie was animated wonderfully, right? Illumination has been doing a really great thing since Minions and Despicable Me, I think was Despicable Me and Minions. Illumination has been doing a really, really great job with the animation, so it looks amazing. Um, there was no doubt about that for me. Um, there was this character in there named Fox McCloud, and I don't know what the big hype was about this Nintendo character. There were a lot of articles about, Easter eggs and, oh, we're introducing, or Illumination is introducing this character, Fox. I don't know what Mario movie he was in previously, if he's involved in Mario at all. Maybe Fox McCloud had its own video game in the 80s when Nintendo first came out or something. But I don't know what the hype was about Fox McCloud's character. By the time Fox McCloud was introduced, he had a very small scene, and I believe the movie could have done without it. Um, um, I'll say this. I want to talk about what I loved about the film. I thought the best, I'm not going to call it the best scene, but I thought a very funny scene in the film was Bowser's son had shot Mario and Luigi with a weapon that transformed them. And it turned out to be a very, very, very hilarious scene with Mario, Luigi, and a dinosaur. So if you haven't seen the movie, I don't want to spoil that for you, but it's a really, really hilarious scene. I enjoyed that scene, but yeah, turns out to be a really, really crazy twist at the end of the movie. Um, I don't know the history of Mario and each of its characters, but when I found out, or when this twist was revealed towards the last, towards the third act of the film, I thought, wow, that is very, very interesting to know. Again, I don't know the history of Mario, so maybe somebody else might know. Whenever you do watch the movie, if you get to that, when you get to that third act, and if you knew about what happened, come back and tell me about it, right? But I didn't know, so it was really surprising to me. I thought that was a very cool part of the story to learn that. But overall, It's a children's movie. Um, I gotta say one more thing that I absolutely didn't like about the movie was the introduction of Yoshi. Right, Yoshi is introduced in the first 10 minutes of the movie, and just a part of the crew. No real explanation, no nothing like that. Just popped up out of nowhere and was very friendly to Mario and Luigi. And, it's just not explained. They acknowledge that it's not explained, but they don't explain it. There's a scene where they say, "Oh, Dinosaur just shows up and is a part of the crew." Really? That they actually say that in the movie. So they acknowledge that it's not explained, but it's not explained. I really, really don't like that. So overall, the movie is a kid's movie, and I got to remember that. So if you're a child, I'm sure you'll be entertained by it. Or if you're an adult that doesn't care for quality in film, then maybe you'll like it too. But I watched it just to do this movie review. I'm not going to tell you to not watch it, but I promise you, it will never, it will never be a recommended movie for me. I'm not going to be, inside the house on a Friday night. I feel like watching something. Hey, put on the Mario Galaxy movie. I guarantee you it'll never happen with me. So I'm not going to tell you not to watch it, but if that's something that you'll be invested in, by all means, go at it. It's a children's movie. Someone will be entertained. The animation was absolutely wonderful, though. That's all I've got to say about that one. So do what you will with that. Thank you for listening and watching this up to this point. Please like and subscribe me everywhere on all the socials. It's at Discuss the Film on all my socials. All right. And Real Time with Frankie on Spotify and all places where you can listen on podcasts. Okay. So anywhere you can listen, Real Time with Frankie on all my socials at Discuss the Film. I'll see you next time.